right. Well, that was a workout. Today we did arms and a little bit of shoulder action and tries, or whatever these things are called. Worked out pretty good, I think. It was strenuous enough. Modified sets where I had to modify them, modified weights where I had to modify them. No shame. Topics discussed were Apple versus Samsung, and me going back potentially to Samsung for a few small quirks that I can't deal with on Apple. Talked about my ex becoming my not ex again, maybe. Mortality of human and animal. Rudolph's getting a little bit thin. He's off his food and he's a little bit sluggish. So, not sure how much time he has left. I'll get him checked into the vet. A few other things, but overall it was a good conversation, one way. Please enjoy the workout you're about to see. Have a good night. Alright, this is day 23. I think I consistently get that wrong, so I apologize. But it could be day 23. Today we are doing arms, which means, what are we doing here? I'm just working on it. Hold on. Today's Tuesday, right? Yeah, today's Tuesday. So we're doing curls, hammers, side and front raises, reverse curls, tricep kickbacks, skull crushers, which I'm just about ready to do. I believe I'll be changing the 1RMs I've got written down here a bit. And yeah, I'm going to pause, answer a couple messages, and then get started. Another typical day. It's kind of nice out. It's overcast. It's not too cold. All right, let's get moving. So again, first one is going to be alternating curls. I have 35 listed, and I think I'm going to go ahead and probably dump those down to 30 like I did the last time, because it worked for me, and we'll be doing 3 or 4 sets of this weight, or if it gets a little strenuous, we'll go ahead and we'll do the last set as a drop set. Okay. Oh, my laptop's all sticky. What's up with that? All right, come here. Wow. So I'm listening to this true crime police interview of this lady who dumped her 3 kids in a state park, and one of them tried to chase the vehicle and she ran him over. She then returned and threw his body in the river because, you know, that's what you do. Alright, that's one. 30-second break, then we'll go ahead and start again. Can we see that? There we go. That's the face of evil. And of course, it's the ginger. Alright. Maybe she's albino. 1. 1. 2. 2. 3. 3. 4. 4. 5. 5. 6. 6. 7. 7. 8. 8. Okay, so I think that's about right. We're going to do 30 on those. Let's mark that down now. I have it already. Stand by. With apologies. Okay. 1. 1. 2. 2. 3. 3. 4. 4. 5. 5. 6. 6. 7. 7. 8. 8. Okay, 5 minutes in. Heart rate of 93. Just about to don our third set of these guys. And then we'll be on to our hammer curls, which will probably stick to 30 or 35. All right. So I think we're at 75 mil right now, and I'm not sure I like how slimming it is. It's killing my gains. Maybe that's why fitness influencers hide in the periphery of a wide-angle lens. Give it 30 seconds, then we'll go ahead and hit the fourth set. Now, 7 minutes into the workout. Running a little dark, aren't we? Yeah, well, I guess that's probably okay. It's always just interesting to see how things film. Okay. One more of these, and then we'll get on to the hammers. I'm going to try and keep things continuous if I can, unless I'm disturbed by something. And that way I stay on track, kind of like we did yesterday, even though I kind of feel like today's workout is not necessarily as on track as the one from yesterday. But it was a busy day and I used a lot of energy, so that's just how things go sometimes. Breathe. There we go. Okay, good. So we'll be stepping into our hammer curls. I'm going to actually stick to 30 on these. Be right back. And we will also do alternates, okay. I can zoom out a little bit, huh? How about 35? Yeah, that's better. See, it's kind of gloomy out today. We don't really have the light that we had yesterday. So I kind of look like I'm shaded out. I should just turn the exposure up a little bit. There we go. That's better. All right, hammer curls. Alright, good. Alright, so we're 9 minutes, 36 seconds in, heart rate of 102. We will continue with our second set in just a moment. Okay. Third set coming up. These are actually doing really good today. Okay. So I was contacted by my ex this morning. I guess they broke first. Not really sure how I should go about dealing with that. Should I just kind of tell them, hey, get lost? Should I continue things or pick things up where they get left off? I mean, I ain't exactly got a lot of prospects. Should I just grin and bear it? Have some human connection? As nobody else seems to know I exist. Whoa. Decisions. All right, 12 minutes in, heart rate of 109. We'll continue as we do. After this, we've got reverse curls and then tricep kickbacks. And we will be doing them shortly. Arms feel good. Definitely getting that burn that I need, which is nice. Tells me it's working. I got sweat running down my back. It's so sad. From hammer curling 30s at a languid pace, I'm starting to sweat. I have fallen so far. 3. Without a parachute. 3. 4. 4. 5. 5. 6. 6. 7. Very good. Okay. All right, 13 minutes. 14 minutes now, heart rate of 102. We're going to do our last set of these and then we're going to move on to the next exercise. I'll face it this way this time. Rotate it like I'm on a microwave platter. But yeah, when the X suddenly appears, it's definitely a unique situation. Not used to being wanted. And here we are. Okay. Very good. minutes. I'm just going to grab some water and I'll be right back. A little bit for you and a little bit for me. No, not that many ice cubes. I need to save some. What are we doing here, guys? Okay. Alright, so first set, reverse curls. We're going to do them at 30 just to see. If I can't do them, I'll drop it down to what I think is probably something more reasonable, and we'll go from there. Alternates as well, as usual. Not bad. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7. All right, good enough. Heart rate of 109. Okay. I'm just sort of, I guess I'm concerned because if I get back into this, like, I'm going to end up getting stabbed by the crazy or something. I just get the sense that's going to be the outcome. But the socks are real grippy, so it's like, yeah, you kind of win or you kind of lose. It really depends on what you want out of it. Maybe I'm not meant to live past 40 anyway. Fucking basic instinct shit going on. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7. All right, heart rate 113, 18 minutes in. Definitely feeling activated, so that's good. I keep on forgetting that in order to get the muscle activation, it actually has to be hard. I'm a simple man. All right. It doesn't look like much, but boy, that's a hard lift. All right. Is it working? Yeah, a little bit. For me, at least. Okay, I think we've got one more of these in the tank. Just to shake things up, Scratch that. I'm going to do 30 again. Just give me another little bit of time. Alright. What's the holdup? There we go. Hey, we met our 1 RM on those. They were supposed to be 30 and they are 30. Alright. I'm not going to push too hard on this one. Okay, good enough. That was a fart. So the next ones are our kickbacks, and for those I've determined that I should be doing 30 on these as well, and I know that's wrong. So I'm going to go down to 25 and save a bit of wear and tear on my shoulders. Alright. I'll go ahead and fix this. Boop. Boop. Go here, maybe. Sure, we'll do that. Gonna look alright. Am I in frame? Barely. Zoom up a little bit. Or sorry, come on up. There we go. We're 22 minutes in, a heartbeat of 95. How did I do this the last time? I think this will probably do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that feels so good. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One of the difficulties of getting somebody back into your life is admitting that you were wrong to get rid of them. Think about that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, no, I feel more stable when I'm like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's a good sweat. All right. Heart rate 115, 24 minutes in. I think we're crooked. Yeah, a little bit. Let's fix that. There we go. Better. I've never let anybody in, and that's the problem. So, fundamentally, allowing someone in doesn't even mean letting them in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Feels pretty good. We're doing 25 on those. Keep that down. Okay. And then there's the function of time. So look, I got maybe 10 years left of raw sexual vitality before I just become an old man. If I'm lucky. I should probably be spending it. And if I'm gonna spend it, do I spend it with the hot ex, or do I find somebody new? One's a sure thing. Like, I can get it whenever I want it. It's just the rest of it that kind of... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, good. Okay, so next we have our skull crushers, which we will do, and then we'll do our front and lateral raises, and that will be the end of the workout. We're at 27 minutes now. Actually feeling quite good. All my ice cubes, no. Okay. And for our Skullies, we're going to do 20s, because I said so. All right, let's get recalibrated here. That'll do. Those kickbacks, for whatever the reason, work like $1,000,000. Actually, for inflation, 2 or 3. Okay. Yeah, 20 is very good on those guys, I think, especially after the 25 I just did. And we are 29 minutes and 34 seconds into the workout. Heart rate is 97. So we'll continue in just a moment. Tighten up this watch band a little bit. I've got real problems, by the way. The iPhone, after a couple weeks, is really starting to get to me. There are things I really don't like about it. So I'm thinking about going back to Samsung. One of the biggest things is, so I'm in the field a lot, and I run a mobile hotspot on my phone. Generally speaking, it's just easier than getting onto the corporate Wi-Fi, and I prefer my own connection for security reasons. And the iPhone, you can turn on the hotspot, walk away for 30 seconds without connecting a computer, and it'll turn back off. So every time I open my computer, the hotspot is off unless I go and turn it on, and then it resets a bunch of browser pages that I have open for work, and the connection just isn't very good once it gets going. So I might actually end up just going back to Samsung strictly for that, which is unfortunate because again, I'll use this wonderful health fitness tool that I've been using to track everything. Obviously I could still throw the watch on when I work out, but it'll lose the rest of the day of tracking. So, what's it going to do? Hopefully heavy breathing doesn't bother you. As you'll also notice, I'm recording in 60p now for that nice fluid motion. I could go back to 24 and the file size would be a lot smaller. Okay. I'm also recording in 1080p 4208-bit, 50 megs a second, I believe. Actually, it might be 100 as I move to 60. That's still a very low bit rate. Usually when I'm out and about doing actual media stuff, I'm using an all-intra codec, which takes a picture every 60 seconds and then stitches it together. Whereas this codec just looks for changes in the frame. Like if I stay still, the codec's not going to use very much data because it's just going to record a series of pretty much still images. And as I move, it starts making more and more corrections to the image. And it's neat how that works. It's just kind of an amalgamation of math. And it looks pretty good, but it doesn't beat. There's just some je ne sais quoi about using all-intra. At 600, oh wait, wrong one. 600 megs a second. Maybe bits, I should say. I can fill a 256 gig card in 55 minutes on the highest setting, which is plenty. And generally with video editing and rendering, the better image you put in, the better image you're going to get out, because the algorithm which compresses the footage to whatever you're looking to have it compressed to has more data to work with. It's sort of like being a detective. The more information you have up front, the better you can synthesize that into a conclusion. Alright, so next up we're going to be doing front and wide raises. I'm going to take a brief break here, and I will be right back once I have the camera set up. Okay, so yeah, we're now at 39 minutes. So shut up, Siri, I gotta turn you off. Took a nice little break, had some water, now we're going to go ahead and start our side raises. I'm going to try at 20, and if they don't work, I'm going to go down to 15. Let's see how that goes. Heart rate is down to 83, so we'll see how we do after the first set as well. Alternates as usual. Let's see what we can do. Good Lord, it looks skinny. No, I know I'm not. So when you use a long focal length, you get a lot of background isolation, and what you have in the center kind of slims up. That's why you use like an 85mm for portrait photography, because it's generally very kind to the features. It hides bellies and jowls and all sorts of large rotund parts of you. So if you're getting portraits done, make sure you ask for an 85 if you're a little self-conscious. Okay, So I think I am going to go with 15s on these just because it's kind of difficult to control at 20. I feel like I'm oscillating a bit much and I don't like that. So 15 it is. Alright. Much better. Lighter weights make me sweat more. Excellent. Okay, there we go. All right, heart rate back up to 101. We're now 40 minutes into this, 41:30. A little bit less on video. Two, 3. I should start measuring my waist just to see how my body's burning stuff. Apparently there's smart measuring tapes now that you can buy. But I get the sense it might be demoralizing because those changes take a long time to do. So unless I'm measuring every month, I'm going to get depressed about the lack of progress. But the lack of information in a month between data points would just drive me nuts. Catch 22. There we go. Okay, so that's the third set. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Feels quite good, to be honest. Nice little burn there. Go with the front ones next. Still a few little straggler ice flows on the river. Everything else is pretty much melted. And if I stand out here and I stay still, I can watch everything just get greener and greener by the minute. It's really cool. And the birds have started to chirp in the morning as well. This feels like a very special spring. I don't know why. I can't put my finger on it, but it feels like it should be a good one. Or a different one. I hope no tragedies happen. I hope there's no gas leak. I hope the place doesn't explode. I hope I don't get stabbed. But it just feels like there's something on the horizon that I should be aware of as we move into the spring. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Feeling good. Okay, 3 more of those and we'll be good. We're gonna have 45 minutes in, heart rate of 94. I've got water and a laptop and a view. Too many phones, too many cameras. Ooh, yellow. And a case of ADHD. What do we got? Oh, it's just a Chevy Cavalier. You know, when it was new, we always made fun of the Cavalier and the Sunfire as being pretty awful cars. But I think the reality is that they're actually quite good. And they were the first effort from GM to kind of modernize their fleet in a sustainable way. And those things just kept on running and running and running and running. Whether it was the single overhead or the EcoTick dual overhead, manuals or automatics, the J-body was a very scalable platform. You could do a lot with it. Sad to see them all gone. Okay, hi buddy. Can you get some water? Really? No. Bring it up. You know you wanted it. Okay. One. Always got my little shoulder clicks going on there. On my left more than my right. 3. 3. 4. 4. 5. 5. 6. 6. 7. 7. 8. 8. And good. Starting to feel a little bit there. Really, sir? You drinking out of that one? Well, I guess I can't stop you. Here, fresh water. Here. Good. I can't care for you fully, but I can at least give you your water. I hope you don't perish. Good. Rudolph is 9, going on 10. And I think he's starting to slow down a little bit. Much like me. 2. 2. 3. 3. 4. 4. 5. 5. 6. 6. 7. 7. 8. 8. And I think we're going to call it. I am pleased with that. I think as a function of effort, I did all right. I'll follow up with the video you're going to see at the beginning of this now. Oh, by the way, 48 minutes, heartbeat of 103, ending now. Rate of my effort is moderate. Heart rate was from 170 or 74 to 122. And there we go. Good.